Okay. Hey guys, welcome to our Ohana business call. My name is Phyllis Anderson. I am excited that you're all here to learn a little bit more about what Plexus can do for you. We know that it's a great health and wellness company focusing on gut health, but did you know they have one of the richest, if not the richest, compensation plans around? And there are people on this call that can vouch for that. But a little bit about my background quickly is I have spent 28 years in the healthcare profession, last 22 years working in the emergency room as a nurse. So I have spent plenty of time over there on the sick care side of things. My passion now is for healthcare and doing it as holistically and naturally as possible, because dang it, what I have seen in the last 5 years on my team alone will blow your mind. The testimonies are out there. If you're wondering, is this for me? Just ask whoever sent you here, because there is a testimony somewhere with your story. My story may not speak to you. Somebody else's story may not speak to you, but we can find one that will. And so because I was told when I got started for menopause symptoms like brain fog, weight gain, some heart palpitations, anxiety, depression, that wasn't Phyllis. Phyllis is a very happy, go lucky, let's have some fun kind of person. And I was finding that I just wanted to put my PJs on at 4:30 and say, I'm out. I don't want to hang out with friends, because I literally pour sweat, like sweat would show up on my face. So it was embarrassing. I was isolating more and I was not living my best life. So, I had gone to a gynecologist appointment. I reached out to my sister-in-law who had just signed up for these products. She's into health and wellness and fitness and all the things. And so let me see if you guys can just mute yourself as you come on. Thank you. So anyway, I reached out to her because all things health and wellness is what she did. She took really good care of her body. And I was like, maybe I need a new exercise regime. I'm running marathons. I'm doing all these things. But now I'm gaining weight. Why? And so what's great is we started together literally the same day. We got our products the same day. I was told, get 3 friends, you'll get your products paid for. I was like, that seems crazy. Okay. So I went and reached out to some people before my products got here. I got a check for $75 the following Friday. And I'm like, what is this? Like, this is great. That almost paid for my whole starter kit. And so anyway, so that was exciting to me. I didn't need the money. I made plenty of money. My husband's a fireman. I'm a nurse, but I'm also a person that doesn't hurt to make more money. So I started sharing because day 4, my sugar cravings went away, and I started to see the puffiness, the swelling, the inflammation drop. Weight started to fall off. Chronic infections went away. My brain fog disappeared. My digestion was on point, and I was not somebody that did that very well prior to Plexus. And so as a nurse, I just thought, that was kind of normal, and it wasn't. So when your life starts to change, and as a nurse, I'm like, oh my God, people need to know about this. Like, women should not struggle with menopause symptoms ever, ever, ever again. And so I couldn't be quiet. I started sharing. The people I shared with started sharing. I plugged myself into everything I could plug myself into, all things Plexus. I could not learn enough about the products, the ingredients. Why is this making me feel this way? And so I did my homework. And when people would call and ask me, what is this that you're doing? I knew what to tell them. Plexus is amazing. We have this back office that will blow your mind. It's got tons of resources for you, so you're not on your own. You also have all of us who are actively growing a business. We're here to support you along the way. So don't feel scared or be afraid, or just say, you know what, I'm ready for a change. And change can feel uncomfortable, right? Change can feel scary, but with change comes growth, and growth is good, right? So within 11 months, actually just under 11 months, I reached a rank of Emerald, which is fast. But I'm about to introduce you to a team that is moving faster than I moved. And it's exciting to watch, because the fearlessness, the passion, the intention for helping others is beautiful. And I just truly believe, I'm a faith-filled woman, I just believe God's doing some big things here, blessing this team abundantly. bringing those people to us that we need to talk to, but also we've got women that know who to reach out to and they're not afraid to, because dang it, what we have is good, both on the supplement side, excellent, clean, beautiful products, but also, again, a very lucrative, generous compensation plan. So last year I retired from nursing, which is huge. My goal was to be retired before my husband, and he retires next April. So I beat him by 2 years. It was kind of a competition, I have to say, but it's amazing because we became debt free. I worked 2 jobs side by side because why not? Why just live paycheck to paycheck? Why are you satisfied with just making ends meet? I want to challenge all of you guys to think bigger, dream bigger, because when times like this come, when, gas is the price that it is, or, a Costco bill is $500 where usually it's like $350. I'm like, what just happened there? We have an answer. We have an answer to people that are, just saying, yeah, how am I going to make ends meet, and going to bed at night worried about that. We don't go to bed worrying about really anything else other than how am I putting food on the table tomorrow, if we talk about basic human needs. So Plexus is here to help in all things, all ways. And I'm going to turn the time over to Valerie now, who just reached a rank of senior Ruby and is quickly rising from there. And she did that just from January, guys, but I want her to share her story and journey with you too. So
thanks, Phyllis.
yeah.
So I'm just going to piggyback on Costco. Man, I agree. It's like you go to the store and whew, it's expensive. Now, granted, Ron and I walk around with 2 carts at Costco. We feed big boys in our house, but yeah, Costco, good job. Okay, so I just want to share 2 main things here, and then I'll break them up. But the first is why I started, and the second is going to be, we're going to talk a little bit about the business and what the business can do for you. So as Phyllis mentioned, I did start sharing the products at the end of January, but I actually started the products. So we'll start with the products. Started with the products back at the end of November. So I've been using the products for almost 6 months. I can tell you that the reason I came into Plexus was not for a business. I didn't reach out to Phyllis because I was looking for extra income. I didn't look out and, on Facebook land and say, what could I do to make some more money? I'm a very successful realtor. I can tell you that I have 5 escrows open right now. I'm getting ready to close 3 this week and make close to $50,000. So I didn't come to Plexus because I needed to pay my mortgage. Now, a lot of people do, and that's totally fine. I'm just sharing with you what my story is. So when I started back in November, I came to Phyllis because I was desperate. And I think a lot of people come to Plexus out of desperation. So desperation for their health. And you could fill in the blank there. What does that mean for you? For me, I was making a lot of money. I have a super loving husband. I have amazing sons. I have 3 boys, but I couldn't get my butt out of bed. So maybe you've been in that situation, but I'm just being really vulnerable here. I was having a hard time getting out of bed. I wanted to stay in bed. I wanted to cry and just pray and say, what is wrong with me? And maybe it was COVID. Maybe there were some other things going on that all contributed. But if that's you or you know somebody like that, reach out, because Plexus has given me, we'll talk about money in a few minutes, but Plexus has given me the ability to get out of bed. And for my husband, he says I'm nicer too. So I guess that matters, but I want to get out of bed. I want to go work out now. I want to go do more transactions. I want to go to the beach. I want to go hang out with people. I'm always saying, can I meet you for coffee or lunch? Or all of a sudden I have this spark back. And a lot of women, I'm sure men too, and teenagers, I've seen it with my kids, but I'm just talking, female to female here. It's a mess, right? So we need to get out of bed. We need to get out of bed and fix stuff. And I'll tell you, my number one thing that did that was Plexus. I started taking the supplements that Phyllis hooked me up with. I started walking around my block. I started answering my phone. Businesses aside, I was answering my business phone, but I wasn't wanting to go out with friends. I wasn't wanting to be social. So Plexus definitely helped. The second thing that helped was I got my husband, Ron, my son, Brennan. We all started taking the products within a week of each other. So accountability partners. So if you haven't yet started Plexus, maybe you're thinking about this, I will tell you that is key. That was part of my success. That is a puzzle piece that I think we all need is somebody to do this with us. So accountability partners. The other thing, the other piece of my puzzle that was successful was I needed to know my why. So if you started with Plexus and you're not sure what product regimen you're really after or what it is that you are looking for, or did you come here to make money? Maybe it was a money thing that you want to make a little bit of money. Just know what your why is. Know why you're here. So I was really clear. I needed to fix why I couldn't get out of bed. I wanted to lose some weight. I wanted to feel better. Those were my whys, why I started. Starting in mid-January, things started clicking for me as far as I'm feeling better. I'm starting to have people at work, starting to have people out at the grocery store, people I was running into, other mom friends ask me, what are you doing? You're smiling, you've lost some weight, your skin's looking good. What are you doing? So I started sharing. And because I started sharing, I can tell you now 3 months later, I'm just going to give you a number, not to brag, but just to impress upon you that you could do this too. Again, I work full time. I'm a full-time realtor. I have 3 kids and a husband, and I am very busy. But full-time since the end of January, I was just totaling it up. I just told Phyllis and Susana this at the beginning of the call. I have in my bank account $17,720, probably a few more dollars that I didn't add up since like November, but that's just since the end of January. So 17,000, that's pretty impressive, I think. In addition to that, I've earned 2 trips. I've earned jewelry. I've earned recognition at the corporate office because we are moving so quickly and we're not afraid to share it. And I think we're not afraid to share it because the products work. They just work. So when you have something that works, it's not just you're selling a pretty, I don't know, you name it, a bowl or all those things are great, but these products really work and make people feel better. So 17,000 since January. The other thing that I'll share with you is as a full-time realtor, and again, maybe a lot of you are teachers or in the healthcare field like Phyllis or whatever your job is, you can easily fit this in, fit it in the cracks. Fit it in with people you do business with. So if you're thinking, I just don't know a lot of people, you absolutely do. When people tell me that, I say that's just not true. Do you get your nails done? Do you get your hair done? Where do you take your kid to school? Are they in gymnastics? My kids were in swimming. So wherever your networking circle is, maybe you go to church, whatever it is, start thinking about it because everybody gives us the answers all the time. They give us the answers to what we need to know to help them. And those answers are, I have a headache. So they're telling you that. I can't sleep. I'm stressed. I have anxiety. Whatever it is, we have something that can help them feel a lot better. So they're giving you the answers. You just have to fill in the blank for them. Last thing that I'll share before we pass it back over to Phyllis and Susana is I've done businesses like this before, but this is the first one where I really, truly see a huge connection in the company with corporate. They want us to be successful and they're giving us lots of tools. And when I say tools, not just tools in our back office or tools that like with really great products that actually work, but tools like stacking triple bonuses, stacking money to help people make money from the get-go. And that's why I shared upon you $17,720 was because I was earning Fast Start, Rise Up, Rank Up, Remarkable tablets, trips to corporate office, trips out to Kauai. So these tools everybody can use. Doesn't matter where you are in the company, doesn't matter when you started or when you came in or who you're bringing on next month. These tools are there. Just take advantage. See what's available. Ask us to share with you, but maximize what you can earn, maximize what you can walk away with each month, maximize trips. Just go for it if that's something you want to do. So with that, I'm going to pass it back over to Phyllis so you can share a little bit about our sweet Susana.
Sounds good. Thank you, Valerie. Isn't that amazing, you guys? So it's real. And I love what she said. It's you do know people. There is a network there. And if you don't have one, then it's time to get one because life is meant to be lived and to thrive and to be with people. And so Susana, let me see, where is my girl? There she is. Susana has a really beautiful network of people too. So this is the thing, like our networks are all so unique. It's so different. And what's neat is both Valerie and, excuse me, and Susana have have reached, their network has grown outside the US already, you guys. So we have 5 different countries that we service. We are in US, Mexico, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. So 5 different countries. We are considered an international company. And so what's amazing is that they are quickly growing in Mexico, and the compensation plan is really rich for Mexico. It is our compensation plan is very similar, not exactly the same, but there are the bonuses that we're talking about, the fast start and all of that. They get to participate in that too. So imagine changing lives everywhere internationally. So Susana, I'm going to let you take it away. And so she is a Ruby, you guys. Susana started March 7th, but March 7th, she got her products, and she went from, so here's what Valerie and Susana have done. Silver's your first rank. It's 3 people. Senior silver is about 9 people. And then gold is about 17 people. Then you go senior gold, and then you go ruby. So Susana has ranked up 5 times. Valerie has ranked up 6 times in that amount of time that they were saying. So for Susana to be here in just 2 months, you guys, is really remarkable. March, April, well, we're almost through May, but yeah, she's still growing. So she made Ruby last month, in just less than 2 months, she did that. And so it's incredible. It's possible. Just run with an open heart and a vision. Cast yourself that vision of, I am going to change lives, and ask the Lord to open up the heavens, send the people to you. We're here to support. Like I said, we're working together as a team to make this happen. Susana, I got to let you take it away, girl. I could talk all night about you.
Thank you, thank you. And I want to say that everyone here is an answer prayer. So my little bit of my backstory is of June of 2018, there was a report of stage 4 HER2 triple positive inflammatory breast cancer. Doctors said aggressive chemo radiation surgery had to be done, and that I had 3 to 5 years to live. None of that was done. Today, so what I did is I went the holistic route. So my guided by the Holy Spirit, because there was no other, where God leads you, there's fruit. And I have no doubt in my mind that he brought Plexus to provide for some of my treatments that I received today can run a couple $1,000s in 1 week. I'm getting ready to spend another week in Mexico because they have incredible doctors there. So what I learned back when the diagnosis came out, and just to go on beyond that, 9 months ago, my oncologist, my USC oncologist said he's not recommending surgery. He says, your blood is clean. The only thing he ever gave me was low dose targeted chemo, never the aggressive. And then last month he said, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, you know what? This is what my father's having me focus on. Not only do I have to take care of the temple, but I have to also, I'm focused on my circulation and microbiome. And his eyes just kind of opened up. So I did share with him my some of my journey. I said, you know, I go to Mexico once a month to eat tacos. So I'm passionate about helping others. I was raised by a single mom. A lot of things that kids should not go through happened in my life. So I like to say, you know what? The enemy tried to take me out for years already. So I guess he knew that God had big plans for me. So when I found out that 90% of cancers and all chronic diseases, including those that are hereditary, could be avoided all through lifestyle, that's what I focused on. So I take about 3 to 5 times vitamins and supplements than a normal person, whatever a normal person would be. And so March 7th, when Valerie and Phyllis came in, known Valerie for some time now, and we connected and she shared her story. And what came up for me was like, this might be good for some other people that I know. So the Lord put on my heart, well, try them. And I'm like, I take probiotics, I take digestive enzymes, I take vitamins. Yeah, right. Why not? Little did I know what was going to go through the following weeks. And March, we closed off with, I think, a little over 30 sales. And I too was able to win the trip to Hawaii. And this is something that I'm always aware of in my mind and in my heart. Jesus came to serve and not to be served. So I ask God all the time, give me your heart. Give me your eyes to see what I don't want to get choked up right now, but we are living in times that I don't know how people can make it without having that relationship with him. So I've been with many companies. Most of the time it was to get a discount, but never where something impacted so much so quick. On the financial end, my household has seen over $9,000 in the past month and a half. That's between what I've received, my husband, my daughter, and my mom. And that was the other thing. I was like, what? I can sign up my family? Like, is this legal? It was just amazing that the other thing that I caught on early on is that even though compared to other detox, because I focus on the detox, detoxification is foundational. If you understand what causes cancer and how a malignant cell, all it needs is a suppressed immune system and it'll start multiplying. And good things cost money. So the first thing that I was interested in is how not only myself, but how I can show other people where they can get their products for free. And that's 3. Refer 3 people. You know, your products are for free, whether you're starting off with just the detox or the triplex, or you're getting the other things. I got everything else that I needed immediately in my first month. So then from there, I would invite everyone, do you have 3 friends or family members that can also, because that's the other thing, when you have a support team, I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I didn't have a support team. And there was a little bit of boundary setting in there. And again, God got me through it. I pray for more revelation than anything. I believe, I received my healing 2,000 years ago, so I don't need to be praying for that. I ask for revelation, revelation, revelation. And I like to say, God is like, he goes big or goes home, because me making it to Ruby and winning the trip to Kauai, that basically all happened in a week and a half. It was in the last 2 weeks of the month. It was like boom, 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 boom. So what I have seen now, because I also work with many people that holistic care, insurance doesn't pay for it. High dose vitamin C, some PPOs do. I did get half of mine paid for a while, but that's not what they promote. They don't promote it. So now I feel that I have a vehicle that not only can get things holistic, plant-based, nutritional supplements in people's hands, but I can also do it in a way where they can get it for free. And if they want to take it a step further, so as soon as they get their 3, the next thing is, okay, then let's go for gold. Who do we need to bring in? What do we need to do? An hour before this call, I was on a call with some people in New York that wanted to hear, what I was doing and what I was taking. And I want to finish with this. What keeps things, we serve a God of order. So I just focus on 3 things when I'm looking for people, and this is, everybody needs it. A lot of people don't understand. They think that they should detox maybe once a year, once every 6 months. We need to be detoxifying every single day. That's how don't get me started on coffee enemas, okay? But you too can be like me. And they're I love them. So you too, everyone needs to do them in their life. So I focus on 3 things. Everyone that I speak to, meet, or come across that comes to my home or that calls me to see how I'm doing, I invite them to detox. And I try every day I make it a point to connect with existing clients, with potential clients, And then I'm always looking at who do I want to build a team with. And I have some amazing women that are on this call, Elena, Camila, people that also have a heart for helping other people. Because at the end of the day, I don't need to tell you what's going on with mental illness and everything like that, but we need to go out. And I really believe that we are going to see the part of the body of Christ that God's going to lift up like never before is the business sector, us, the entrepreneurs, not the churches. Well, we are the church. And that's what, and I'm just going about following my father and going about his business. So thank you for the invitation, and thank you everyone for being on.
Oh, Susana, thank you for that. You're right. God needs people that have money, right? Who's the one that is extending the hand and helping people? People that have extra, people that have abundance. It's easy for me to say yes to a lot of different things. Everybody give Susana and Valerie some love in the chat, you guys. This has been amazing. Girls, you guys are just so amazing. But yeah, we are here to do something much bigger. I love it. Kingdom entrepreneurs to build the kingdom. Yes, Camila. I can't wait to see what's going to happen here. But yeah, I just want to kind of open it up. If anybody has to hop off, that's fine. But if you want to stick around, you have questions for us, please stick around. Ask anything. If you want to put it in the chat, put it in the chat. We'll address it that way. But I didn't even mention, they talked about the trips and all that. Sometimes I forget about that stuff. It is important and I love all that stuff. But as an Emerald, you get a car. So I could either choose a car or a lifestyle bonus. I've chosen the lifestyle bonus to pay for the car that I have. That car is paid off. I still get the lifestyle bonus. So there's options, and we get an annual trip that's paid for us and another person. So my hubby goes with me, but it is almost always to Hawaii. We went to Mexico last year, had an amazing time at Mayakoba Resort in Cancun. Otherwise, it's somewhere on one of the islands. They fly us there, give us a lot of money, $2,000 to fly there. So we can afford first class that way. I never flew first class before until Plexus. I never could have even imagined it or dreamed that I would have flown first class because I'm too cheap to pay that price.
I didn't know that, Phyllis. I didn't know that. And then everyone flew their first class and I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, you could have gotten first class tickets. I'm like, what?
Yeah. You'll never make that mistake again. That is so funny. And yeah, so then you get there, they give you money for a rental car, and then they pay for your 5-star hotel. And usually there's incentives to win like massage and all kinds of stuff while you're there, but they give VIP gifts. There's all kinds of fun stuff that happens. I don't want to spoil it for people who've never been, but it is the most incredible week. And they give that to us as a gift, a thank you for all our hard work, because at that level in the company, you are growing a team, a big team that's under you. And so it's just been such a blessing, because Kirsten is somebody I met through Plexus. I would have never met Kirsten, and that would have made my heart sad, because she is a bright, look at this, shining light. And so the people that you will connect with will blow your mind. We will get to meet each other several times a year, because we have convention, which is happening in Columbus, Ohio. I know it's Ohio, but you know what? We have so much fun inside that convention center. We really don't even know what the outside looks like, because we're having a blast on the inside. So, I mean, if you have a thought like, I need to know more, I'm not quite sold, get yourself to convention. It's June 21st through the 24th. You can still register till June 15th. Think about it, pray about it. We have some creative ways to get to Columbus, Ohio, via, air. So you don't have to fly right into Columbus. We can be creative with you. Also rooms to share. If you're coming by yourself, we can make this happen. But I just say, open your heart, open your mind. You heard from us. I just invited literally the Holy Spirit in to this call to touch somebody out there that needed to hear this, because I know you're there. And I know that this is the answer. I just know it is, because like Valerie said, Susana said, everyone needs Plexus, and from little guys to our aging elders, there's something here for everyone. And so obviously I'm passionate about it. So I'm going to turn the time over so you guys can just ask questions. Again, if you have to hop off, please feel free. Or any last minute thoughts, Valerie or Susana?
No,
I
I
want to
just,
share something real quick. Oh, sorry, Valerie.
it's okay.
I wasn't really part of this call, but I just feel compelled to share. So something's telling me to share this part. So I'm just going to go with it, right?
Yeah.
But I've been doing Plexus for 5 years. That's how I met beautiful Phyllis. We've become really, really, really good friends. My family stayed at her house in California for a family wedding. Like it just, and that's something I want to touch on really quick is it's not just the money and the trips, which are great, right? Like I'm a stay-at-home mom making 6 figures, driving a free car. It does not suck. But even better than that is the connections you make with these people. And Susana and Valerie both talked a little bit about Kauai. We were just there last week and we had such a beautiful, amazing time where women get together and we build each other up and we compliment each other and we support each other and we pray together and we cry together and we love together and we work together. And for me, and I know some of my girls that were able to go on that trip, that is what it's about. It's the connections. It's healing people from the inside out, financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It's all the things. And Plexus is all encompassing all those areas in life and it has truly been such a huge blessing for all of us. And that is why we're so passionate about it. It's just something you just have to like see it to, it's like just, I just wish I could like touch everyone with it because it's just so magical. But I just wanted to share that really quick with everyone. Just the relationships and the community of women is beyond anything I ever could have ever imagined in my life. So that's all.
I love
Yeah,
it.
Kirsten, I agree. And I would just say, you know, you go through struggles, right? So we all have our stuff and we're all on different journeys and paths, but we grow through the struggles. So as you learn to accept the struggles and accept your weaknesses, you grow and you can share that then with others. And I think that's the beautiful thing. And it was so beautiful being in Kauai and getting to know so many of you and making these new connections that I can see why you guys are friends and why you guys love traveling to Hawaii together for year after year. That's a lot of fun, but that's what I just want to end with. You know, you grow through your struggles. So whatever your struggle is, be vulnerable, just face it and ask for help and pray about it. And you will see changes. You will grow from your struggles.
Amen. Amen. Camila,
You know, talking about dreaming, that is something that I'm really enjoying, dreaming again. You know, when I was younger, I got to travel. I actually lived in Mexico at the beach, Manzanillo, for 2 years. And now I have the opportunity to travel for free. Because with my husband, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm really excited about the trips going to Arizona as well as the Emerald. I believe that's the Emerald retreat that, and the various ones that, I mean, I just want to win them all.
why not? You need to be there with us. We all need to be together. Okay, I saw Camila's hand go up first and then Elena after Camila. Oh, let me unmute you, Camila.
Got it?
You got it.
Oh, being that Susana mentioned Mexico, what is the procedure about going, like if you have somebody in Mexico and you want to bring them into the business?
Susana, would you like to answer that for Camila? Do you have something you'd like to share?
Valerie, I think they have to contact the home office, if I remember correctly. If you are a distributor here in the U.S. and you want to sign someone up for on another country, that's how we did it with my cousin. I believe that we got to bring in corporate.
Yeah, so you just call customer service, push number 4 on your phone, and it'll connect you right to Guadalajara home office. And they're so great. My favorites in the office are Cynthia and Ronaldo. So if you want to ask for them, Cynthia and Ronaldo, they're fantastic. I think they know my number by now, but they will help you and walk you through, and they are so patient. because I do not speak Spanish, although I wish I did, but they are so patient with me. It's beautiful.
Oh, okay. So then when you call corporate office here in Arizona, they connect you directly to Guadalajara.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just push
Okay.
number 4, bypass everything and push number 4, and it connects you right to the Guadalajara office.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to be a distributor in Mexico, just your membership here.
Correct.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
You're
Welcome.
The other nice thing about this is I'm hearing that in some companies, if you live in the US, you can only sell within the US. If you live in Mexico, you can only sell within Mexico. So somebody living in Mexico can sign people up in the US and vice versa. So
Yes.
it works across borders like not a problem. It's just somewhere in the world, you're signing somebody up in those 5 countries. So great. Okay, Elena.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm super excited to be here. So my question is fairly, I have my little ones here. So my question is for you, Phyllis or Valerie. Let's say we have a brand new team. We're just getting started. We're just getting going. What are some tips? What is something that you would tell them? You know, I have about 7 people on here, brand new within the last week and a half. And you know, how do I guide them? I've done a lot of this before in the past too, but this has moved way too fast for me. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I'm loving it. But what would you say to a brand new person? Not me, but somebody else, like anybody that's just getting started, that is just seeing this, that maybe has just started taking the triplex, but nothing else.
Like a brand new person is a business builder, brand new person, because that's a different yeah.
All the ones that are here are all business builders.
Yeah. So brand new person, just don't ask the questions. You do not need to know everything. Just keep sharing and plug them in, and we're going to reach them. And there are so many supports in place. If they are not part of our text messaging service, where every week we're reaching out and touching and asking for responses back, just encourage them to correspond with that service. Because if there's a problem, myself or you, Elena, or Phyllis or Susana, we're going to reach out and help them. So I would just say plug them in and tell them to correspond with us. That's the biggest thing I can share right now, because if we do not hear from people, we're just assuming that everything's okay. So as they're brand new and wanting more information and wanting to build, just tell them to correspond with us and we'll help them and plug them in where they need.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
I want to add something to that. What I have found is the people that are growing faster and reordering and recommending, they're not only, the sooner that they consume the product in the way that's best for them, and then it's easier for them to promote it with other people. So that is one of the things that I've noticed, because sometimes people were like hit and miss. They weren't consistent with it. And those that were consistent with it. The other thing for me is that I thought was really, really cool, that impacted me, that you, Phyllis and Valerie, have, and thank you for bringing me on, is the automation. Because again, I've never grown so quickly in anything, well, other than maybe weight. So the fact that you have those campaigns set up, you know, for automation. I was already getting busy with my other stuff, and I remember praying, Lord, I need, what can I, you know, because there's so many things to choose from. And then you guys came in and said, oh, we're going to help you get automated. I'm like, what? You know, so anyway, I don't think it's ever too soon for someone to learn the automation, because that now is going to enable us. Because there's been times where I have had many people calling me about different questions, and I'm like, wow, if I had this system in place for myself. And I'm really excited about the Spanish speaking. So consuming, educating themselves for their own benefit, and then sharing everybody has a liver, everybody has, you know, a body. So understanding the basic fundamentals of why we need to be detoxifying and having healthy gut. If I had a healthy gut all my life, that diagnosis would not, and I know that we can't say this is going to heal you, this is going to prevent, but I know what I know.
Yes, amen. And if you're looking at your back office and you have upgraded to an ambassador, which it sounds like we have a lot of you guys here, when you first log in and click on my dashboard, it's going to bring up new ambassadors. Click here. It's in blue. Touch that and go have fun on that playground. But definitely touch the 30-day click and do guide, because it's like Candyland the game. And if you just keep clicking those little icons, it's going to bring up a bunch of great things, including a super short 1 minute and 30-second video to share with your potentials. Here's the gut microbiome. You don't need to say a word. Susana is very well educated on the gut microbiome. I'm very well educated on that. Valerie's becoming very well educated on it. But again, it's that little video is so easy to share. And then creating your list, like go for your nose, like just make that list and just start reaching out. People aren't just going to come to you. They might if you're doing a bunch of Facebook posting and social media, but don't guarantee it. We have to reach out. So that's one resource that I can share that Plexus provides. And there's training in there that if you click one of those icons, it takes you to the training that you just register for. There's a texting system that Plexus sends to your phone. Hey, we're popping on in 15 minutes for this training. Again, it's a buffet. Do not be overwhelmed by it. Just know like, okay, she said she's right. We have plenty of training here. And then we do team calls within our group. Every first and third Wednesday of the month, we do a team call where we do these business calls regularly. And we have some other great resources to plug people in if they're like, I just need to know a little bit more. Okay, great. We got you. Plexus does too. So I think that's all I wanted to share with that. But yeah, we are your resources. Reach out to us. Don't ever feel like you're by yourself or you're alone. We will try to figure it out. I told Valerie when we're exploding and going crazy, it was like, okay, let's huddle. Like, what do we need to do now? How do we keep exploding without imploding, right? And so we just kept pivoting, and then you slow down a little bit to speed up, and it just keeps working. So we're a work in progress, but we're figuring stuff out along the way. Mexico is such an untapped market. Like it's tapped, but there's that's actually what else I wanted to say was once you get on there with Mexico and Guadalajara, you tell them, hey, I have this new person that just signed up. They need support. And guess what? They contact them. They support them. They train them how to share the products. And they come to you if they're local enough to do events for them. And they will send samples to your people in Mexico. It is a beautiful thing. They are giving them a ton of products. You think we have great incentives? You should see what they're doing for the people in Mexico when they buy their starter pack. It's incredible. They want this to succeed, and they want to give them plenty of product to bundle 7 sticks of Slim and sell it, to pour a little lean shake, shake it up and sell it. Like they don't have the FDA guidelines that we have of like, you can't do that here, but they can in Mexico. So it's great. Like, be creative. The world is your oyster. Okay, I see Andine. Andine had their hand up first, and then we'll go to Macy.
Miss Cece.
Miss Cece. Oh, cute. Beautiful. Okay. Andine first. Oh, you just have to unmute. Do you see that? Oh, there we go.
Okay. No, okay. Yeah, what if like I'm in the process of signing up another person, but she doesn't have an email address. So I am stuck. What do I do?
Are they not able to create one?
The person's in the hospital.
Oh, okay. What I would do is you can do like Plexus, their first name @gmail.com, and just have them create that later when they're feeling better. Just fill it in with something like that. But that's mine is my email is plexusphyllis@gmail.com, and all my Plexus stuff goes there. So that'll get you through that. Yeah, that barrier. Don't let it be a barrier. Yes. Anything else?
I was going to ask Susana, but because I'm on this call and we're all here, she really need help, like a lot of help, detoxing help, because they want to amputate her leg, and I know she's a tad overweight, and it would be all new for her when she gets home, but they want to rush this product. What are some of, suggesting products that can really help bring that speedily recovery with that first triplex?
Yes. Can we hop on or can we support you with this after the call?
Yes.
Is that okay? Okay, great. We have plenty of ideas. I would love to help this person. So thank you for that.
Yes.
Any other questions about the business or?
Well, it's all new to me. I'm learning, and I'm actually came on because nutrition is my life. Detoxing is my cousin, and I'm just excited to be a part of it because I have a lot of friends who need help, and so I will learn as I go. And I have great uplines, Camille and Susana. So I'm excited.
I love the hearts. You can see this heart for helping. This is key. I just say this is the secret sauce. Do you have a heart? Does your heart want to help others? Like, yay, you're going to do great. So
Thank you.
So nice to meet you, Andy, and good luck to you with everything. God bless all that. Miss Cece, yes, let's hear from you.
Oh, okay. I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited about what you're doing here. It's really huge. I did have some questions about the membership. I have a few people that's interested that I work with. I work with a group of elderly women and reversing diabetes, eating a plant-based diet. And some of the things we've been studying in our monthly book club is about cellular regeneration and how to fix the gut and how to get better absorption and balance in the gut so that you can, if you're paying good money for your food, you want to use it, right? You just don't want to dump it down the toilet. Your body needs to absorb the nutrients. And one of the ways to do that is through the gut. So I do have a few people that called me and asked a few questions that I don't know, because I just signed up today myself, and I'm just going over the website trying to find out as much information as I can. When you become a VIP member, do you have to just buy the membership pack, or can you buy other stuff to count towards your 3 people? I'm not sure how that works.
So the welcome pack, the starter pack is a sure thing. I believe there is 100 PV order that needs to be created, but I'm gonna have to verify. Valerie, do you know the answer to that?
Well, I understood the question to be, can you order additional products besides your starter? Okay, yeah, you absolutely can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, and we could help you with that, but that a lot of people do that, honestly. I know I have an account for myself, and then I have an account for my second self, however you want to call it, my go self, because I order enough product now. I've used enough things that I find that it's just better to have 2 accounts going. And so you absolutely can if you want that.
So when you say you have 2 accounts going, can you explain that a little more?
Yeah, well, at first I thought it was my husband's account, but then he started using all my products. So I actually then started an account for him. So that's how it started, that it was my husband's account and I was getting the product. And then he started using my product so that I had to order more product. So, but yes, if you want, I don't know how much detail we want to go in on this call, but we can easily do that. We can get you enough product. It just kind of depends what it is you're looking for. But each new VIP pack that you order is highly discounted. So if you just ordered that today, you got a really big discount right up front. We use the SAM 10 or SAM 2020 code. And if we want to get you more product, you can add it on, or we can talk to you about another family member in your house, or however you want to do that.
So correct me if I'm wrong. When I sign up for my welcome packet, I can do more than one welcome packet. Does that count towards your 3 people for your discount? Okay.
No, that would not count. That's why I'm saying if you're looking for 3 people, I would say just grab a friend or somebody in your house and start a second account. So if you're looking to get 3 people, that's the best way to do it. So I signed up my husband, my son, and then I created a 3rd account for my other son.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense. Because you
sorry.
don't get any PV points for the membership pack. You get the PV points on recurring orders.
Well, you actually do get it on your first, you always do get it on your PV. So no matter what you're ordering, or I'm sorry, on your starter pack, you get PV. So no matter what you're ordering, you get PV. I'm just saying, if you're trying to get your 3 people, there's a way just to kind of maximize that. So that's all I'm saying, that we'd want you to maximize, because it sounds like that's what you're wanting to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
a lot of people go silver just by signing up their family. So that is such an easy one to look at, is what does your household look like? You know, is there a partner? Are there siblings, children, whatever? You can sign those 3 up and boom, you just made, it's almost $500 when you sign up 3 people right now. But yes, to get a welcome pack, you have to create a new order. You can only get 1 welcome pack. So if there's something you're seeing there, you know, have fun with it. We only get 1. So yeah, be creative, because you'll get free product every 2 to 3 months on each of those accounts. So it's like Valerie said, we're just maximizing benefits. We're not doing anything illegal. It's all coming to your house. You're paying for the products. We're getting an extra free product every 2 to 3 months. And each of those accounts, you're going to get paid pay points, which, you know, on the 15th of the month, we get paid on our pay points, which is about $18 per person. So that is how we end up making, you know, enough money to always pay for our products and then put some money in the bank or pay for Costco bills of $500.
And at the end of the year, the company does send a 1099.
They sure do. If you make over $600, if you're under 600, then they won't send that to you. But that's the number that they're looking for. The IRS is looking for.
Okay. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. Congratulations and good luck to you. And we're here for you. So I know we'll be seeing more of you.
Yes. I love this. I love the science of the gut. It's amazing.
I have a book for you, darling. It's this one, Why We Get Sick. And
I've already read that book.
Have you? See, isn't it so good? Insulin
Amazing.
resistance. Yeah. It's the little stinky thing behind all of why we get sick. So I love it. Okay. Anything else, you guys? I love the hands raised. And
Phyllis, I just want to say real quick, a shout out to Miss Cece. She literally just found out in more detail about Plexus yesterday and signed up today, went VIP and is looking to finish silver like within the next 24 hours. So I'm super excited.
Miss Cece,
And
I
she's
know.
amazing. I love her. She was already on this journey. So it just, everything just made sense to her.
Isn't it beautiful? Like, I just feel like God just goes, hey, here you go. There it is. And puts it right in your lap. And you know it, because when you feel it and you've done all this back work, like it's cool. Did you?
It's considered divine appointment. Planet need help. And, you know, I just think it's time for all of the angels to get together and figure out a plan. And that's what we're doing. So you all are angels and I'm grateful.
I love this. I actually prayed for a bunch of faith-filled women to come to my team. I was on a run and I put my hands to the heaven and I said, Lord, make it rain, because I was having kind of a valley. I was in a valley. I built this great team, but it was in a valley. And then Valerie messaged me. And here we go. And so it's been incredible, you guys. So yeah, you are here divinely appointed. No doubt about it. Beautiful. Elena, did you have something else you wanted to say, honey?
Just really quickly. I know someone on the call here. I won't mention names, but I know this happens maybe more commonly than not. Hang on. I'll ask it on the chat.
Oh, okay. Okay. Little crying babies. It's okay. And that's the other thing here, you guys, we are all about the babies, right? We had a little tiny baby on well, she was 14 months, but she was tiny on our Ruby retreat with us because she's a breastfeeding baby, and mama earned that trip. And so babies welcome, we make room for that. And so it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Miss Cece, did you have another question, or did I just not?
Oh, no, I'm finished. Let me take my hand down.
Oh, no problem. I just want to make sure I didn't miss you. Whoo, this is good. I think we went to church a couple times, and
Amen.
amen. That's a good thing. All right, I'm going to end it here, you guys. This was beautiful. Thank you so much. And we will, let's just keep this going. Love it. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you, Susana.
Bye.
Thank you.
To our presenters. Thank you.